If you're getting ready to cruise on Celebrity Ascent and want to know what to expect from the food on board, we're here to help you understand all the options included in your cruise fare. Don't get us wrong, the specialty dining on Celebrity Ascent is incredible, but we want to show you that there are plenty of dining venues and choices available to you that are also excellent without the need to spend any extra money. In this video, we'll take you through all 9 included dining venues and share some of the dishes we've tried during our cruise on Celebrity Ascent. Along the way, we'll reveal the tips and tricks we learnt whilst on board the cruise, before we rank each included dining option from our least favourite to our number 1 choice. Let's begin with the 4 main dining rooms on Celebrity Ascent. You can dine at all of these during your cruise, and we would recommend you give each one a try at least once. The main dinner menu is the same at all 4 restaurants and changes daily. What makes these menus different is the exclusive section of the menu that is unique to that restaurant. For example, Cyprus has a special section of Mediterranean cuisine, Normandy has a French cuisine section, Tuscan has Italian specials, and Cosmopolitan features American favourites. Let's take a look around Cyprus restaurant, the menu and the food. Cyprus is located on deck 4 aft, and like all the main dining rooms on Celebrity Ascent, it has a range of different table configurations, with tables for 2, 4 or larger group tables. This was our favourite main dining restaurant on Celebrity Edge, but unfortunately we were given a table with no lighting, so this did affect our experience on Ascent. Here's the menu, and as you can see, there is this special Cyprus section with Mediterranean dishes. I ordered the wedge salad from the main starters section to make myself feel a little bit healthy, and Craig had the grilled octopus. We also had the Greek mezzo board. For main course, we had the Cypriot short rib, which was so tender and melt in the mouth, but I couldn't see what I was eating, which made things interesting. Craig went for the homemade pasta, which was a good portion size and not too overwhelming. For dessert, we chose the one option exclusive to Cyprus restaurant. Sorry, I have no idea how to pronounce this, but it was very light and sweet with buttery pastry and honey. Definitely worth a try. Craig had the tiramisu, and this is an ideal dessert if you don't want a lot after a big meal. Overall, we found the menu options to be varied enough so that we could choose favourites and try new Mediterranean dishes. There were 10 gluten-free options, but vegetarian dishes were limited to just 1. Staying on deck 4 aft is the Cosmopolitan restaurant, and this features American classics on the menu. It's identical in size to the Cyprus restaurant, but it features a glass wine cellar you walk through at the entrance, and this restaurant is decorated in lighter tones. Here's a look at the menu on the night we visited. Remember, the exclusive section remains the same throughout the cruise. The Caesar salad we had for starter was okay, but it was quite heavy on the lettuce and could have done with a few anchovies to add some extra flavour. It was a classic Caesar, in fairness, which it delivered on. This is the shrimp cocktail and French onion soup from the classic section. The French onion soup was particularly good. You just can't go wrong ordering this. We also enjoyed the salmon gravlax from the exclusive Cosmopolitan section. For main, I had the pan-seared cod with lava, edamame and quinoa with a butter sauce. It was cooked perfectly and the sauce complemented it well. The oxtail royale was beautifully cooked, and both of these dishes were from the Cosmopolitan exclusive section. Desserts were also enjoyable. We always have a creme brulee at least once a cruise, and this panna cotta alla romana was served with a raspberry coulis and fresh fruit. I kept dessert light with a lemon sorbet. This is a good option if you don't want too much for dessert, and the sorbet flavours change daily. Overall, the Cosmopolitan restaurant had a nice atmosphere and the staff were friendly and attentive. The menu has 13 gluten-free dishes and 3 vegetarian. Moving down to deck 3 aft is Tuscan and Normandy restaurants. Tuscan is the Italian restaurant, and the decor here is a bit bolder with monochrome colours and flashes of bright yellow. This was our least favourite restaurant for ambience and service. Our table was dimly lit again, but better than Cyprus. Service was quite slow, and the table next to us left before dessert because they'd just been waiting for quite a long time. Here's the menu and what we selected. From the exclusive Tuscan section of the menu, we chose the creamy Tuscan shrimp soup, and this was a good choice with plenty of flavour. From the main menu, we chose the cured Atlantic salmon and the vegetable Wellington with a roasted garlic sauce. This was one of the vegetarian options. The food was a good standard, but there was a long wait between courses, and we think this was due to a particularly busy service on the night we visited. Tuscan has 10 gluten-free options and 3 vegetarian dishes. We thought overall the menu had a good choice. By the time we dined at the fourth and final main dining room, we'd asked the maitre d' to add a note to our cabin, requesting that we were allocated a table with a light above it. And as you will see, this was tons better because we could actually see our food. The staff in Normandy were attentive without being obtrusive and even gave us menu recommendations. Here's a look at the menu and the dishes we ordered in Normandy. To start with, we had the cream of broccoli soup from the main menu and the coquille saujac from the Normandy exclusive section. This was very rich and creamy and had a decent amount of scallops to enjoy. For main, we ordered the beef sirloin en croûte, which was nicely presented and very much like a beef Wellington. The marmite de pois, which was shellfish, creme fraiche, in a slow-cooked seafood broth. We were offered a special that wasn't even on the menu, fish and chips. It isn't typically French cuisine, but it had very good batter, so we couldn't resist. For dessert, we decided to order apple pie à la mode with ice cream and the exotic fruit sorbet, refreshing after a rich meal. Normandy has 10 gluten-free dishes and 3 vegetarian. Some of the dishes are quite heavy on cream, which is down to the nature of the dishes, but it's good to be aware that there are still 5 lactose-free options if you need to avoid it. So, what are our tips and tricks for the main dining rooms on Celebrity Ascent? Tip 1. If you don't have a reservation, we would recommend trying to arrive just before 7 p.m. when it starts to get busy. Tip 2. If there is a queue to be seated, you can ask if there are any tables in any of the other main dining restaurants so you don't have to wait. Tip 3. If you have any preference for where you are sat, you can speak to the maitre d'. For example, we asked to be seated on a well-lit table, and this was picked up on our next visit to a dining room. Tip 4. The dress code in the main dining room is smart casual. For example, a dress, skirt, long pants or jeans and a stylish top or collared shirt. But be aware this is only recommended and it's not enforced. Tip 5. All the main dining rooms are included in your cruise, so try them all. Tip 6. The last celebration night is when there's going to be lobster on the menu and baked Alaska. Tip 7. Cosmopolitan Restaurant is open for breakfast every day. On port days, it's open 7:30 till 9 and sea days 8 a.m. till 9:30 a.m. On sea days, lunch is available in the Cosmopolitan from noon till 1:30. Let's move on to some of the included casual options you can enjoy for no extra fee on Celebrity Ascent. On deck 4 is Cafe El Bacio, and although the hot drinks are not complimentary, the light bites in this cabinet are, so don't be afraid to ask for something from here. In the morning, there are pastries, and from the afternoon onwards, there are sandwiches and desserts. I particularly recommend the macadamia cookies, sugar donuts, and the little sandwiches. On deck 5, you have the Eden Cafe, but it's only open at certain times. This is a much quieter option than the buffet, and you'll find soups, salads, and sandwiches. It's located on the left of Eden as you walk in, and is behind a curtain when it's closed, so it's not always obvious where it is. Most are complimentary with a few options available for an additional charge. It's open for breakfast every day from 7:30 a.m. till 9, and we enjoyed eating outside just next to Eden before going into port. It's worth noting that some of the breakfast items are prepared to order, so it might not be as good as other grab-and-go options. There's complimentary tea, coffee and juice stations here with prepared salads in cabinets, a carvery station and sandwiches to order. If you fancy potato chips on your cruise, this is where you could get some. The Eden Cafe on Celebrity Ascent is only open for lunch on sea days from noon till 1:30, and so it's a good option if you're looking for freshly prepared food in a quieter atmosphere because most people forget it's even there. The final 3 included food options on Celebrity Ascent are found on deck 14, so let's head here. The mast grill is located near the pool of the resort deck and is really handy to grab a burger, hot dog, fries and soft serve ice cream. There are vegetarian options and plenty of toppings to choose from for your burgers and your hot dogs. They rotate the ice cream flavours in the ice cream machine between chocolate, vanilla and strawberry, and you can help yourself to a cone or a bowl as many times as you like. Now that's dangerous. It's open 11:30 a.m. to 6 p.m, so it's ideal for a day by the pool. If you're looking for a lighter breakfast or lunch, we recommend trying out the Spa Cafe, located in the adult-only solarium. The food here is included in your cruise fare, and you only pay extra for the smoothies. Here's the breakfast menu available 7 a.m. till 10. Lunch is available from noon till 2 o'clock here. There's a small area here where you can eat, but equally you could take what you like from the Spa Cafe to a quiet area overlooking the pool. For lunch, I really enjoyed the tuna salad with grapefruit and this take on a caprese salad. Last, but by no means least, let's show you the buffet on Celebrity Ascent. The Ocean View Cafe is a generous and spacious buffet that's open throughout the day from 6:30 a.m. in the morning to 1 o'clock the next morning. We're going to show you the food in a slightly different way to the other dining venues because, to be honest, you don't need to see our random plates from the buffet like this, or even this. At breakfast, you can expect cooked and continental breakfast items, an omelette station, and even honey from Honeycomb. To be honest, we aren't big breakfast eaters, but when we did have breakfast here, there was an incredible amount of choice. We enjoyed Eggs Benedict from the omelette station, pancakes, waffles, and cooked breakfasts. In our opinion, the best meal from the Ocean View Cafe is always lunch. There are specials during lunchtimes like kebabs, Asian dishes, pasta stations, and a whole creme brulee section. The choice is immense, and we were very impressed by the quality of food on offer. If you walk further towards the aft of the Ocean View Cafe, you'll also come across a pizza station, which was really popular. Dinner at the Ocean View Cafe is pretty quiet, as most passengers head to the main dining rooms and specialty restaurants in the evenings. So, for a relaxed, casual dinner, this is fine. We just thought the quality and choice was better at lunch. Saying that, we did spot the captain eating here one evening, and our friend snuck a selfie with him. One thing that there is a huge abundance of in the buffet is dessert. There's just so much. The good thing is the portion sizes, so you can manage to sample a few different desserts after your meal. Here are our top tips for the buffet on Celebrity Ascent. Tip 1. Coffee, tea and juice is complimentary 24/7 in the Ocean View Cafe, so you can pop here at any time to grab a drink. Tip 2. On port days, the breakfast buffet is busy, but the lunch is quiet, so pick your times wisely. Tip 3. On sea days, the buffet can get busy, but we would highly recommend going to the Ocean View Cafe on your final sea day to enjoy the buffet extravaganza, featuring a bounty of seafood, kebabs, artisan bread, and a chocolate fountain. Tip 4. You can go to the buffet as many times as you like, so don't overpile your plate and try to group similar foods together so you don't end up with a weird combination of gravy and salad on your plate. Tip 5. On warm evenings, head towards the pizza station and out through the doors so that you can enjoy al fresco dining at the Ocean View Cafe. Now, are you ready to find out how we ranked the included food venues and restaurants on Celebrity Ascent? Just before we reveal our ratings, we would love you to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our Celebrity Ascent videos, and it really helps us. So, what do we think about the included food on Celebrity Ascent? Overall, the food was excellent and a different class to other cruise lines we've tried. Here's how we ranked the food venues. At number 9 is the Mast Grill. The food is freshly cooked and fast, but nothing really stood out to us. At number 8 is the Eden Cafe. We think this venue is kind of forgotten about and should be open for longer hours. At number 7 is the Tuscan main dining room. This was our least favourite main dining room, none of the dishes really stood out for us, and the restaurant was dimly lit and the service was slow. Number 6 is the Cyprus main dining restaurant. Another dimly lit restaurant, but there were a few standout dishes here, like the meze, the slow-cooked short rib, and the Greek dessert that I can't pronounce. At number 5 is Cafe El Baccio. This is a quick and easy option to grab some tasty snacks, and the food changes throughout the day. At number 4 is the Spa Cafe. The food here is fresh and full of flavour, but it would be better if it was open for longer at lunchtime. Now moving into our top 3, at 3 is the Cosmopolitan main dining room. We found the service here to be prompt and a nice choice on the menu. So at number 2 is the Ocean View Cafe, which is the buffet. This was a tough one because some of the lunches here were absolutely wonderful. We enjoyed the huge choice, everything seemed fresh and hot. The only reason why we couldn't make this our number 1 choice was the limited dinner, which had similar choices every evening. Which means our favourite included dining venue on Celebrity Ascent was the Normandy main dining room. We thought everything was perfect during our visit to this restaurant. The service, the lighting, and the high quality food on the menu. Do you agree with our ranking? Let us know in the comments. We hope this video helps you to plan your dining on your upcoming cruise on Celebrity Ascent. Just remember, what we enjoy may not be the same for everyone, so one of the biggest pieces of advice from us is to try each of these dining venues for yourself. Are you looking for more videos about Celebrity Ascent? Why not watch this video next? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on our next video.